Yay! It's only 5 meters a second. But it's cold as hell outside. Luckily for us, we have a different plan today. Oh, by the way, I wrecked my second GoPro, so we're trying a new vlogging camera and it doesn't really go out wide enough, does it? But I'll start packing everything, of course, as we always do, because, well, why not bring everything? And you get a short intro and I'll be right back. It's on days like these, it's good to know Jens. Jens has access to this marvelous 40-meter warehouse with heat. And there's cake. And everybody else is freezing. It's perfect. We're actually here for a reason. I brought some really fast pilots today to try out this system. It's called Magger from, well, Magger. You can find out more on magger.io on the website. But it includes 3 markers and 1 receiver. The receiver you add to your drone or your multi-rotor or your RC car or whatever you like. And it's fantastic. It has 2 options for every marker. One is the start-stop sign, it's indicator 1. And if you push the button twice, it turns into indicator 2. And indicator 2 you use for split times. You can see which sections of this case, a quad racetrack, you can see in which sections you're going fast, which sections you're perhaps not performing as well as possible. And all in all, it's all about improvement and speeding up your race. And in order to speed it up, you have to know where you're fast and where you're slow. And it's not always where you think. That's the strange part. It all connects up to an app on your iPhone or Android phone. The first marker is the start-stop. The other ones count split times. You can also use it differently. If you see it here, you can see it's lighting up under the multi-rotor. And when it's lighting up, you're straight above the object. It has a 40-degree cone. It's harder than you think. We thought this would be easy. We could do this all day. But apparently it's quite hard. And inside it's not even windy. So outside it's, well, close to impossible. We of course brought other toys as well, including an RC drift car. And in the function you just saw where we were hovering the multi-rotor, we can turn on the same function and see for how long the drift car is actually pointing at the point we wanted to drift about. And we can of course also see how long it is in between every point, but that's not really the object of drifting. It's great fun, and there's plenty more of opportunities to use this in a clever way. All you have to do is, well, figure them out. It would also be great for racing RC cars. A lot of RC car system has a telemetry system under the carpet when they race inside, but it only gives you the lap time. This, you can place as many markers as you want and get split time on every part of the circuit. Could be great fun. Here you can see everything checking in on the iPhone, or Android phone in this case. You can it is all connected by newest form of Bluetooth. So it's a really strong signal and really great way to do it. You can also choose to put a marker far away, like several kilometers away if your racetrack is that far. Because all the information from the markers are saved in the receiving part, at the part that's on your multi-rotor in this case. So when you pass the stop-go line or wherever you are closest to the drone on the racetrack, it will then transmit all the data. So if there's 5 more section times that's been recorded when it's out of reach, these will tick in when you pass the start or pass the place where you're within range. So you still get all the data everywhere. And that's quite clever. So you could even use it for a long-range system, for instance. It's powered by batteries, and I've had mine for a while now. I haven't had to charge them yet. So apparently it runs for ages. I haven't had time to check the battery time, but I've used it a lot, and it's still working. We tried it at as high speed as we possibly could get on an inside track, and it never failed. Well, we had all our times locked. This is of course a problem for me because, well, they're all faster than me. So normally when they get too far ahead, I just skip a gate or two. And in this case, the system tells on me. So it's not ideal if you're the cheating kind like me, but honestly, I'll never be as fast as these guys. This is my best run, and it's far from the speed that the others are rising. But it's still fun. I love doing this, but I'd like to try and win in an honest way for once, but maybe that'll come later. One day they might all have a broken thumb. You never know. Having the guys together, we of course took advantage of one of the other spots that Jens has in his repertoire. It's a great spot. It was really windy and it was starting to snow, but well, you can't scare a gangster from a little bit of snow.
That's a gangster. I'm still gonna send it. I'm still gonna send it.
In FPV, you really do meet all sorts of people. Hope my mom never find out what kind of gangsters I'm hanging with. Not the most dangerous ones, I might add. Okay, we're off. Quad number 1, VTX issues. It's on 200 milliwatts, and this is definitely not 200 milliwatts. I'm guessing that the antenna has been broken, and I didn't notice, and now I fried the VTX. I actually know because I checked when I got home, and that was the case. This is definitely not supposed to happen on 200 milliwatts, so that quad is grounded. We go off with the next one. This is the 6-inch Chameleon on 4S, and it's great, but there's like 4 tons of jello on this one, so who can be bothered to watch this? So let's not cut, and we go to the 6-inch Alien. My favorite quad. This one was 5S, and it's a really nice machine. It started to snow, by the way. That was stupid. So let's go up high and just dive those trees. I've spotted a gap in the pines that I'd really like to hit, and well, it just works better if it's from up high. Can you see the gap? It's right there. Now it's all a matter of staying cool for long enough. And spoiler alert, I didn't. I bailed out early. Yeah, it's pathetic, I know, but at least I tried. And it's really, really, really cold and you can't feel your fingers. But, well, we're out here and there's no fun in decharging your packs. Well, this is the only fun way to decharge your packs. But at least the VTX is good. But take a listen to this. It's the 6 and 6. But let's have one more go at it.
Men det er hvad der sker.
While we're making
det er faktisk det bedste dive, vi har
these
fået.
5S batteries. That was, I'll take that any day.
Det sjove ved at de lyder ret lækkert på GoPro.
dive.
Der er der ikke noget. Der kan man faktisk ikke høre, at de skriger fuldstændig vanvittigt. Men når man står på jorden, så lyder de helt.
Remember the 2 other quads didn't work.
Problemet er
This
også,
is my
at trebladede propeller på
rock
6
solid
de får ikke det der svæv, når man cutter throttle.
Well, you fly
de hænger
a bit
ligesom
more
fast. Det er ligesom om, at den sådan klistrer
when you're pissed
til luften.
on the other 2
Den kommer i hvert fald ikke så langt.
But this one
Så jeg ryger nok tilbage til tobladet. Men
just give it a second and see what happens.
Jeg lige sagt, at det her det var den mest solide quad, jeg har. Jeg stoler 100% på.
You probably won't even be surprised. But have a look. Yeah, and ESC burst into flames.
Der brændte der et eller andet.
Perfect. It's been so hot that one of the capacitors has just shifted and short-circuited. Sometimes you just can't win. Oh, by the way, read this and you've learned some Danish.
Det er en af dem på armen, er det ikke?
Yeah, good luck with that.
Der er ikke røg ind i noget af det. Det er noget mere som
Look at those gangsters.
For.
Thank God my mom don't know the people I'm hanging out with. Thinking about it in retrospect, it's stuff like this happens, and it's unforeseeable. I didn't know that it was going to fall. Of course, I wouldn't have brought it up to 100+ meters in the air. So shit happens. Be aware of that and take it into consideration. Right now, it says in Danish that Kenneth was due for a bit of payback. He's been stepping on my quad 10 times. Every time I put my goggles out on when we were inside, I couldn't take off because he was stepping on it. So nothing really fixes that like a good punch in the nuts. Let's see how he reacts and how he likes it. Nothing takes care of a bully like a bit of, well, bullying. Of course, I waited until his quad was near the ground and not flying at Mach 2 because, well, it would probably hit me in the face if I hit him at that time. But it kind of calmed him down a bit and, well, took his concentration. He's a good sport, he can take it. And, well, he started it, didn't he?
Happy sending! Send it!
I'm still gonna send it. I'm still gonna send it.
Yeah. And he did send it, by the way.
Det er også et klip, vi godt kan bruge for noget.
You of course have the option to subscribe. It's a difficult channel for you to subscribe because 99% of the times it will be in Danish and you probably couldn't guess it even if you wanted to. But we do stupid stuff and we do enjoy ourselves. And, well, if you're bored, this content is just as good as anything else, I guess. So have a look if you want to.